Hi guys, it's me Alicia, aka Natural Brown Beauty. So, I see that you guys watched the video with my baby daddy, and he doesn't. He does not live here. He lives in Indiana. He was here to visit the girls. So that's that. The vibe, our vibe. This person that I am is who I am with everybody. So if I met any of you guys, people would assume that we've known each other forever, because that's just how I am. Which is why I don't have a lot of people in my circle, because if me and you are cool, me and you are cool, and no one would ever know that I've known you for a day or 4 years, because that's just my vibe. Like, I'm super, like, you know, meshy. You know what I mean? Like, if you like me, if you like my personality, I mesh really well with you. So, and plus I've known him for 4 years. So our vibe is just that. Like, we've known each other for a long time. And that's just what it is. So, I wanted to make the video more for him than for me, because I have told him over and over and over and over and over and over again how I feel about our situation. We ended up sleeping in the same bed together and nothing happened. There was no more than a leg on a thigh and that kiss that y'all saw. And that was it. I have been divorced now since 2010. I think it was finalized March 22nd of 10. So we're almost coming up on 3 years. We haven't been together since 2009. So 4 years basically. It's over. And I'm smiling because it's taken a long time to get to the place where I'm like, you know what, this is just done. So I just feel like I'm so happy to be here, because he's right. Whenever I see him, it's always some kind of tension or like some kind of something, and we don't have that. I don't have that. He has it, but I don't have it. Now we can have true tea since he's not here. I was gone. He came Friday. Friday after work, I left and I went to go see the guy that you guys saw in the video for New Year's. And I went there because I wanted to let him know that I was no longer interested in having a relationship, friendship, sexualship with him. I just woke up one day and was just like, I'm so over this. Like, I'm over feeling like an option to anybody. So that's where I was at. So it had been a weekend of letdowns for people, so I wanted to come home and let him know that I'm not coming here now to lay up with you. It's not what my intention is. I had a really good time out of town. I'm not gonna lie and say I did it, but you know, it ended with me saying, you know what, I just personally can't do this with you anymore. No offense to you personally, because it's not about you. It's about me and my feelings. I'm sorry, and my feelings are that I'm wasting my time. And he didn't say, no, Alicia, don't stop, don't go. He said, okay, I understand. And I just kind of feel like when people tell you I'm not ready or I don't want to, they're really for real. And I've always been the type of person to say, if that's the case, I don't really let people get into my personal life outside of Facebook and YouTube videos. You know, so like, other than that, I don't really let people know too much about me. I don't really absorb you emotionally until I figure out how real you are. And I accidentally slipped and fell, I guess, in a puddle, and he's gotten super close to me. At least I feel that I'm super close to him, a little bit past like, and I can't have that. It's not good for my image. It's not good for my mental health, because I go hard, and he's not ready for that. So I feel like me telling you, you told me you weren't ready. And I said, okay, it's cool. I'm not that kind of girl. And then I turned into that kind of girl. I had to say, you know what, this isn't going to work for me. And I had to let that go. I'm no longer interested in having random sex. I'm no longer interested in having meaningless relationships. And I cut the random sex out a while back. But this is a meaningless relationship, so it has to be cut. I haven't had any random sex in a long time. So we're going to keep that like that. I am going to actively start dating though, because my baby daddy says that if I don't ever go outside and I'm only talking to one person, of course I'm going to develop feelings for that person because that's who I'm developing all my time with. So I'm actually going to go out and date. This weekend is a singles event. I think it's hosted by POF, which is Plenty of Fish, which is like a dating website, but it's kind of like, you just have to be careful on any dating website. You just need to make sure you're not bringing anyone home. You want to make sure you're not sleeping with anyone when you first meet them. You want to make sure that you're going somewhere that's public and not private. I mean, you bitches is grown. I don't have to do that. I'm not your mom. But they're hosting an event at a place called Baby Dolls in Scottsdale. So it's a local event, and it's a red light, green light, yellow light theme, like stop signs. So if you have on red, that means you're taken. If you have on yellow, that means it's complicated. If you have on green, it means you're single. I'm going to go by myself because I don't have any friends here. And I will let you guys get dressed with me that night or whatever. And obviously I'm going to wear green because nothing I have going on is complicated. I think that's I'm pretty sure I already know what I'm wearing. I'm going to wear like this little shirt and some leggings and some pumps. And that's going to be that. Was my baby daddy sad about what just happened? I think that he was, because I know him. And I think that he says that, you know, I can just, our vibe is different. Which is funny because you guys see it and you're like, oh my God. But that's what everyone sees. He knew that it was done. He knew that we are no longer, it's not a possibility, it's not a hope, it's not a wish, it's not no praying, it's not no counseling. It's done. I saw him like I see my friends. Like, I put my leg on my brother's thigh. I kissed my little brother on the lips. No homo. Like, that's just how we do it. So it wasn't like it was a non-sexual kiss. So I kissed my daughters in the lips. So that to me was not a sexual thing. I kissed my mom on her lips. So that to me wasn't sexual. Like, that to me didn't display, yes, I want to lay you up. He tried. I'm not going to say he did it. But it was like, I muffed his forehead and said, lay your ass back down. I don't want to do that. And he said, okay. And he did. And I respected that because there's been times when he has not respected my wishes as far as what I want to do sexually, which is part of our restraining order. He has issues taking no from me when it comes to sex. So I felt, wow, he's really growing up. Like, there was a time 3-4 years ago that I couldn't have said no. That I could have said no. I couldn't have said anything. And he, you know, he told the judge, like, you know, I feel like she's my wife still and I own that. That belongs to me. So we've had our issues and we've come from a far, far, far place to be able to sit in the same space and me not feel like ripping his fucking head off. Do I love him? Yeah, I love him. He's cool. Am I in love with him? No, which is why he even said himself, never mind, don't answer that. Because he knows me. So I'm really happy. Like, I really feel like things are going to be so much better now that I've actually outwardly admitted to him that this is not an option. He's right. I do play on the phone with him. I do fake I love yous, and I do wish I wish we were still together. I do. Because I get lonely sometimes. So I say this shit just, you know, to get the reaction that I know that he's going to give me. And I'm wrong for that. And I apologize to him for that. Like, I'm really sorry because I don't mean to do it, but it's just like I want some attention sometimes. So he's no longer an option for my personal attention needs, which is fine. And as far as the guy I went to go see in wherever I went, he's no longer an option either. He's not an option because, like I said, I don't want a meaningless relationship. I'm looking for a husband. I'm not looking for a boyfriend. I'm not looking for sex. I have a toy for the sex and I have another toy for the relationships. 2 different toys, like, depending on how I feel like feeling that night. And those are both by the suggestion of my daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it real. Because I feel like at 28 years old, am I 28? However old I am, I think I'm 28 or 29. At 28 years old, I'm not in a place in my life where I feel like randomly handing out my pussy. Whether it's good or bad or indifferent, because I know all bitches say they pussy is the shit. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, it's mine. And I don't want to share with anybody who doesn't want to have a relationship with me. Who doesn't know my middle name, which is Elaine. If you guys didn't know. So it's just, I feel like I just woke up and was like, man, this shit is for the birds. Especially the shit with old boy, because he lives 3 hours away. And my mom was like, why would you drive 3 hours out of your way to deal with him, like to do that to him? And I said, because I wanted him to know that it's real. I wanted to lay up with him, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to see him and hug him and kiss him, and then I wanted to tell him this was fun and I appreciate you and I'm glad to have met you, because there's some things about him that I would love to have in a man, especially how calm he is. Like, that was one thing that was the most sexy to me. He's always super calm. No matter if I was happy or mad or angry or indifferent, he always was calm. I like that. And he was calm when I told him what I had to tell him, and he was very understanding. And he looked a little bit sad, but I don't really think that it makes that big of a difference, because he has so much going on in his personal life that I feel like it'll be another one after me. And that's what I told him. Like, I feel like I don't, whether I come or I go, whether I call or I don't call, whether I'm fucking or not fucking, I don't really think it makes a difference in his world. And I told him that that's not the kind of feeling I want at this age. Like, I want to be with someone who is head over heels for me. And my mom says that I need to start looking for less attractive men. And I feel that I shouldn't have to settle in that aspect. Like, I should be able to meet someone who I'm physically attracted to, just as if someone should be able to meet me who are physically attracted to me and not feel like they're settling just to be with me. I don't want someone to feel like they're settling to be with me. So I don't want to feel like I'm settling to be with someone else. So that's where we're at with him, my baby daddy. And that's where we're at with oh boy. I hope he calls, though. I told him not to call me or text me anymore, but I hope that he does. My baby daddy says that if he doesn't call or text me within a week, that means that he doesn't give a fuck. If he calls or texts like a month later, that means that he thinks I'm over it and now he can get back in and start fucking me again. So I'm going to go ahead and use the suggestion that my baby daddy gave me, because we had some real talk. Like, he was telling me how girls nowadays make it too easy, and if you don't make a man work for it, he's never going to put you in the position to be his wife. Like, he has to feel like you're some kind of challenge. And I'm just like, that shit that we've been told our whole lives. But then bitches start saying, well, I do what I want to do. I got my shit together. I can fuck who I want to fuck. I don't need a relationship. Those are all things that I've said. And then it's like, now it's like, okay, back to the basics, back to the old school, back to let's go on a date, back to let's sit on the phone and talk for hours, back to making motherfuckers really work for it. Like, and I don't really like to be that person because I'm a sexual person, but at this point the sex is like the last thing on the list. Like, I want everything else to fall in place, and then I want the sex to be good too. Not amazing, but good is a must. So that's where we're at. I'm not going to say that I'm being celibate or I'm not going to abstain or all of that, because if I say that, it makes me feel like I need to go out and fuck tomorrow. What I'm going to say is that I am actively looking for a relationship with someone who's not a douchebag. So I will let you guys know how my the little singles mixer, I think that's what it's called, how that goes. If I even decide to go, I may or may not go. I don't know. My feelings are a little bit hurt right now for my boy. Low key, like, a lot hurt. And I feel like if he doesn't call me, I'm gonna be so shitty. My on repeat right now is Fumble by Trey Songz, which is like right currently my favorite fucking song. If you have not heard it, please listen to the song, and that's exactly where I'm at with him right now. Like, I just feel like because of what he has going on, his past issues, he just like kind of let me slip through the cracks. And the other day he's like, I don't want to miss my blessings with you. And then it was like after I'm telling him how I feel, and it was kind of like the vibe I was getting was kind of like not that. Like, it was kind of like he was saying that just to make me not stop fucking with him. Like I was threatening to touch, and I wasn't threatening. This is pretty much a promise unless he makes an effort, and that's really what I need to see, that he really does care about me. And I have a feeling that he won't. So I will be sad. But I'll get over it. And it won't take 4 years. Holla.